Well, if getting around Houston feels tough now, things could soon get even tougher. Several downtown streets may close down for good. This is all because of a huge expansion at the George R. Brown Convention Center. A community meeting is happening right now inside the GRB with city leaders, Houston First, and residents. But first, our Gage Golding is taking a long look at the bone that neighbors have to pick with the project.
The expansion of the George R. Brown Convention Center calls for the abandonment of 5 city streets, and we'll get into what that means later. But just know this, the streets won't be here anymore. One of those is Polk Street right here. It runs all the way through Houston. And to get around this closure, you're gonna have to do some walking, a lot of walking. Well, this street's closed for what looks like part of the I-45 expansion, so we're gonna have to keep hoofing it down this way. Could you imagine doing this in the blazing Houston summer heat? All of that walk just to get back here to Polk Street, a whopping half a mile according to my watch. At least I burned 40 calories, but just to get back to where this road will be abandoned.
So essentially we're being ghettoized from the rest of the city.
That's why Lisa Hunt and others started the People for Polk Street group. Let's be clear, they're not opposed to the $2 billion expansion of the GRB. They love it. They just don't love the abandonment of Polk Street.
We think the process by which this design was crafted was ill-conceived.
Abandonment means the city is giving up the public street to a private entity. It's a whole process, but it can only happen if a private property owner is adjacent to the abandoned street. The plan is to abandon part of these 5 streets while turning others into two-way streets. Polk Street is so important because it's one of the last remaining east-to-west connectors in the city.
So historically there were 12, 4 are remaining, and we're being asked to lose 1.
Houston First, who runs the GRB, did a traffic study. The findings saying this project won't add any more than 2 minutes to your drive, but neighbors aren't buying that.
Feels like that traffic study was telling them what they wanted to hear.
Lindsay Williams heads the super neighborhood in the East End. She has a super innovative idea that could keep the GRB expanding while saving Polk Street.
I know that several convention centers across the United States build over roads, and that happens all of the time.
Whether that will happen or not, it's an option neighbors hope the city in Houston First will at least explore.
Hope.
Hope is a big word, right?
It is a big word,
Awesome.
but I'm an optimist.
In downtown Gage Golding, KPRC2 News.